Hello guys, welcome to Buddha Ashram. In the last class, we discussed examples related to common things. If you are new on my channel, please subscribe it and please watch the class first and class second video. Today I will talk about timing of event related to marriage and childbirth. These are the most important part of our life. Let's see how to see using Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati. I have started this new series, so if you want to learn Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati step by step and in a deeply way, please you can subscribe my channel. Let's start. Example first, this native got married in his 30th year, 28 June 1975. If you calculate August 22 1945, you will calculate running year will be 30th. So BCP house will be the 6th house. Now this house will be the 6th house. Now if you want to learn Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati, one golden rule is do not focus on the happening of event. What I mean is, suppose here this event happened related to marriage. Now forget what event happened. Just focus what you are getting in that particular BCP year. You have to focus on the clues and what other houses you are getting repetition in that BCP year. Here you can see sometimes you will find indications of an event indirectly also. Here 6th house was activated. It has the natural Pisces sign, which is natural 12th house sign. Lord is also going in the 12th house. So now 12th house also become important because sign is 12th and Lord is also going into the 12th house. 12th house becomes important since it is Jupiter also. So something related to Jupiter's significations must have happened, right? Which is one of the signification of Jupiter is childbirth. Now you see 6th house, 6th Lord sitting in the 12th house and 12th Lord Mercury sitting in the 11th house, aspecting the 5th house. So it is confirming that in this year, something related to childbirth can happen, right? Because Karaka is activated as well as house is getting activated through the dispositor of Jupiter, which is Mercury, aspecting 5th house. Now you see, this native is not married, but in this PCP year, you are getting indication of the childbirth. Now, if native is not married, it means you should be sure that this native is going to get married in this year, and as soon as he get married or she get married, pregnancy will be there. Something related to childbirth must have happened, right? So this is how sometimes you will get indirectly hint related to the marriage also. I will show you another examples. But remember this point, directly you will not get any clues related to marriage in some of the charts. Like here you can see it is indicating childbirth, not marriage. Now, since this event happened related to marriage, this Jupiter, if you see, this Jupiter is the third lord and Venus seventh lord, right? So Jupiter is seventh lord from Venus. If you remember my special point, I've already told you that corresponding house from the Karaka planet also indicate the same event. Here, this Jupiter, because it is seventh lord from the Venus, so it can give event related to marriage also. This is how you have to see any event using Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati. Let's see next. This female native got married in February 2003. Now you see, running year is 26th, BCP house is second house. See, the second house has Rahu. Rahu is marriage Karaka also. It has the natural sign of Virgo, right? Now, where the Lord is going? Second Lord is sitting in the fifth house and it is sitting in the sign of Sagittarius, right? So it means something in the family can happen related to the religious function. Ninth is religious function, Sagittarius sign, and this is aspected by the Jupiter also. This Jupiter is the fifth lord, and there has been exchange between the fifth and 11th house. Now you can sure that 11th house is also spouse and children. Again, here you are getting the hint of childbirth, not marriage directly. right? So female native got married when running year was 26th. In the previous example also you get the childbirth indication and native got married. Similar indication are here also. Second Lord Mercury is sitting in the fifth house of children, also aspected by the Karaka Jupiter. And there has been also exchange also. So you can be easily sure. Now see, this event actually, this marriage event actually I can see in the third house. Why? Because third house has natural Libra sign, Venus also, and it is aspected by the Saturn also, which is the seventh lord. Although natural karaka is getting activated, so no need of other house lord, but here still Saturn is aspect. At the same time Mars, which is the ninth lord, also aspecting this house. So in the next year I can see the event related to the marriage. But you can see this retrograde Jupiter, which has exchange with the second lord, gave the event earlier. As I already told you that retrograde planet can give the event early or late, right? They can change the actual timing of the event. So this Jupiter indicate the early childbirth. That's why marriage just got happened. This is how you have to see a deeper level in the Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati. Let's see next. This native got married on 6th February 2003 and running year was 27th. BCP house was the third house. This is the third house. Now you see third house has the sign of Scorpio. Don't forget, whenever third house is getting activated, it can give marriage also. Why? Because third house is the ninth from the seventh house, right? At the same time, third house is also Kama Sthana because it is 3 7 11. 3 7 11 trine is Kama Sthana. So 3 7 11, all three houses can give you marriage. Even if you are getting less clues. Now see, this Mars sitting in the 10th house. This Mars is sitting in the 10th house, right? And it is sitting in the fourth from the Venus. Now see, if any planet is aspecting this house, no, any planet is not aspecting this house. But the dispositor of Mars, which is Mercury, sitting in the 8th house, it has been exchanged, right? And this Mercury is sitting with the Jupiter, which is the 7th lord. So there is no direct connection to this house. But what happened is this house lord Mars sitting 10th house, but it has an exchange with the Mercury, and Mercury is sitting with the Jupiter. That's why indirectly it is indicating some event related to the marriage also. Now, if you see, you can easily tell that here also childbirth indication you can see, because third house Lord Mars aspecting the fifth house, as well as dispositor of Mars Mercury is sitting with the Jupiter. So this native got married. Now focus on the second year, this year. Sorry, 26th year, which is the second house. If you see, this marriage should be indicated in the second house because Rahu is there, Libra sign is there. Second lord, second house is also Karaka of marriage. Second lord also exalted sitting in the seventh house. But because the second house is aspected by the Jupiter, seventh lord, from the eighth house, and this Jupiter is sitting with the Ketu, it is sitting with the Sun also, which is the 12th lord, and it is sitting with the Mercury, Lagna lord, right? So this house, when activated, could not give marriage. This is how you have to see whenever before you are predicting any event related to marriage or childbirth, etc. See whether that event is indicated in the previous year or not, right? Like here this event is indicated, but it could not happen. Why? Because this Jupiter was aspecting it from the 8th house, and this Jupiter was with the Ketu and 12th lord Sun, so event could not happen, right? Now apart from this, Lagna lord is also can give marriage. Do not forget it, because Lagna lord itself is the seventh from the seventh house. Let's see next. This native got married on 26th November 1983. 32 year was running. So 32 year was will be the 8th house. So 8th house will be here. Now see, this native got married also. So Saturn is there, sign is Virgo, natural sixth house sign, so maybe some karmic things, maybe marriage can be karmic also. This Saturn is the Lagna Lord. So yes, I have already told you that Lagna Lord can give marriage also. This Lagna Lord also aspecting this Venus. So yes, Saturn can give marriage. Now see, if you see 31st year, which is the seventh house itself, 31st year should give him the marriage, but it could not give. You see this retrograde Jupiter aspecting the seventh house as well as the seventh lord Sun, and Sun is debilitated in the ninth house. So if I go to the previous year, which is the 31 year, which is the seventh house, event should be happen, but it could not happen. Marriage happened in the eighth house when eighth house got activated, not the seventh house. Here comes the difference between the natural normal timing of event and when you do deeper analysis, because this retrograde Jupiter aspecting this house as well as the house lord, so retrogression effect is there. Now see, first child 10 December 1984, running year was 33rd, BCP house was the ninth house. Now if you see, when eighth house was activated, it is also indicating something related to childbirth. Why? Because this Mercury, eighth lord, sitting in the ninth house, aspected by the Jupiter, which is the Karaka, and Mercury itself is the fifth lord. Here comes the activation technique role. I will show you in the next video or some other videos. Here comes the activation. This Mercury also indicating in the previous year the birth, childbirth. So this childbirth happened as soon as the ninth house was active. Right, you can see Saturn is also, why is this Saturn? Because Saturn dispositor is Mercury, so Saturn dasa gave this event. BCP ninth house activated. Ninth house has the sign of Libra, natural pregnancy sign. It is also has the fifth lord and also aspected by the Karaka. Now here the difference, when seventh house got activated, seventh lord was debilitated. At the same time, seventh house was aspected by the retrograde Jupiter. Now here when ninth house got activated, ninth lord Venus sitting in the 10th house. So it is not aspected by the Jupiter. Now second child 31st August 1984, 34th year, BCP 10th house. Now you see, in the consecutive 2 years, two childbirth happened. Now people who say that can event repeat, yes, event can repeat if there is a promise in the chart. Now these four houses are linked to each other. If you see, seventh lord and eighth lord both are sitting in the ninth house. So when seventh house, eighth house and ninth house will get activated, something related to event will be mixed. Similarly, ninth lord sitting in the 10th house, 10th lord sitting in the 11th house, again the same connection is here. That's why event got repeated, because as soon as 10th house got activated, Venus, which is the ninth lord, a dispositor of Venus is Mars, aspecting the fifth house again. Again, connection is coming. And don't forget that this Mars has exchange with the Jupiter. That's why again in the next year childbirth happened. Now third child happened in the 37th year, which was the BCP first house. This is the first house. First house has the sign of 11th, which is natural 11th house sign. Also, it is the Lagna house also. And this house, Lord sitting in the 8th house, Saturn. Saturn is Yog Karaka because it is the Lagna Lord also. And dispositor of Saturn is sitting in the ninth house. So something related to ninth house can also happen. So third child was, now don't forget that this is the third child. So first child will be the fifth house, second child will be the seventh house, and ninth house will be the third child. So dispositor of BCP house lord sitting in the ninth house, aspected by the Jupiter again. So again indicating the childbirth. This is how you have to evaluate each and every event carefully. I will show you in some other videos how retrograde planet or exchange work. Here you can see this Jupiter did not give event here, but when it comes to giving event related to childbirth, even if it is retrograde, but it is continuously giving event related to childbirth. Or maybe now you see, maybe this is the 34th year and this is the 37th year, so maybe something related to childbirth may not happen, could not happen in between because of this retrogression also. We don't know, right? Let's see next. This native got blessed with a daughter on 31st May 1986. Running year is 29th. BCP house will be the fifth house. Fifth house, so direct connection. Fifth house is the house of children. Sign is also Sagittarius. So he got blessed. Now, if you see in the previous year, when fourth house was activated, fourth Lord Mars sitting in the second house, and it is also sitting with the Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth Lord as well as Karak also. So this event might happen in the fourth house when native was running 28th year. But in the 28th year, when fourth house was activated, event could not happen. Why could not happen? You tell me in the comment section. Let's see next. This native got first child on 29th November 1977. Running year was 33rd. BCP was 9th house. 9th house is also children. But let's forget. Just see the sign. Sign is natural Gemini sign, which is also sign of copulation or pregnancy. It is with the Venus. It is with the Saturn. Venus is Lagna Lord. Saturn is Yogkaraka. Also Rahu. So Rahu will also act like a ninth Lord. This ninth Lord sitting in the 11th house with 11th Lord aspecting the fifth house. Don't forget that Saturn itself is the fifth Lord. So yes, childbirth is indicated in this year, right? Now, if you see the previous year also, that is the 8th house. 8th house has the sign of Taurus, family sign. Also, Mars is there, which is the second lord of family. So, something related to family must have happened. And it is also aspected by the Jupiter. Ninth aspect is falling. But this 8th house did not give the event related to the childbirth. Why? Because first, it is the 8th house. Second thing is, if you see this Mars is the third lord as well as the eighth lord from this Karaka Jupiter. If you see, Jupiter is the Karaka of children, so this Mars will be the third and eighth lord from the Jupiter and sitting in the ninth house from Jupiter or BCP house, which was activated in the previous year. So this Mars could not give event or it prevent the event happening. So event happened when as soon as ninth house got activated. So ninth house has the Shubh, Shubha, or we can say good house. That's why this event happened. Previous year could not give this event. These are the examples, case study for you. Comment down in the comment section. In case study 6, this is the case study 6. You see why marriage did not happen in the 26th year. 26th year means second house. Although I have explained, but tell me why it could not happen in the 22nd year. Why you can clearly say that second house has the Rahu, second lord sitting in the seventh house also. But marriage happened in the third house when third house got activated in the 27th year. Case study 2. This is the case study 2. Why childbirth not happened in the 32nd year? That is the 8th house, which is the 8th house. As I already told you, why it did not happen in the 32nd year. So write down in the comment why it did not happen in the second when 8th house was activated in the 32nd year. You can see 8th lord sitting in the ninth house again with the 5th lord, and Venus is also Lagna lord, but it could not give event related to childbirth when this house was activated. As soon as ninth house got activated, ninth lord gave the child related event. So this is how we can map out each and every event carefully, especially related to the childbirth and marriage, because sometimes what you will find is sometimes childbirth is indicated and native got married. In the next video I will show you event related to the job and profession, how you can see the loss of job, change of the job, or something related to job, finding job, etc. So if you are new and you want to learn Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati deeply, please subscribe because it works like a motivation. Thank you. Let's meet again.